Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did Lothric, Late Age Lothric, which was part of the Mirror Point mod collection of nations. And it was based on Dark Souls 3. So we had the Nameless King, and we had Lothric Knights, and we had Gwyn, and the prince, the twin princes, you know. But we played on a weird map, and it was a very easy nation, so kind of a weird game, but we won. We're gonna roll up another one, another random nation. I only have like an hour and a half for this video, and I say it all the time, but I really gotta... That better be true, is all I'm telling you. There better be a part 1 on the title of this video. Let's roll. 10. Helheim, Dusk and Death. A vanilla EA nation. Let's roll it up. Let's do a vanilla map. We're going to do large. I'm going to do no man's land. Can only start on the west and east edges. No wraparound. Go. Mangg's LP's 44. Early age. We're going to just do 6 AI. Standard. Random. No water nations. I don't want any of that bullshit. And we are playing Helheim, Dusk and Death. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's one of these sort of Fae nations, I suppose. Sort of, well, one of the ones based on like Norse mythology. Flying troops, illusions. We prefer cold scale +1. We have Vanir heavy infantry, I like that. Valkyries and Vanir cavalry. We got death magic, glamour magic, air, earth, and some fire. We got average priests. Cold limit +1, death limit +1, magic limit +1. All right. Not too many options for units and commanders. We got a Van Scout, glamored up. So that means that in battle they will auto cast. Well, they'll just have mirror image. So that means they can, you know, there's a certain chance that an attack will hit them or one of the images, and they get kind of whittled down. It's a pretty nice little defensive buff. And they cannot be detected by enemies while moving in their own lands. Very difficult to spot when hiding in enemy territories. Right, so nice stealthy stealth scout. We got the Van Herse, cavalry commander, 75 leadership, air 1, glamour 1, priest 1. Also stealth glamour. Okay. We got the Hellcarl, death 1, glamour 1, priest 1, stealthy glamour, spirit sight. 100 leadership with a gold star. Van Jarl, sacred commander, 100 leadership, air 2, death 1, glamour 1. Whew. You're getting into some light thug territory with that sort of combo. Getting into it. But he is sacred, too. Vartal, cap only. Earth 2, death 2. And then fire, air, earth, death, or glamour. Well, that's pretty nice, but 4 recruitment points is kind of steep. Am I meant to just be making, like, Van Herses as my researchers? That feels sort of weird. It says a religious leader performs sacrifices and lesser ceremonies. I think it's just the fact that it's a cavalry is throwing me off. But yeah, I suppose you might. Because this is 4 recruitment points is kind of slow, and it's cap only. Dees, cap only. 100 leadership. Air 1, death 1, glamour 1, priest 1. They can fly. Combat caster. Sort of falls into a bit of a gray zone. Like, that's not much magic. Not without some boosters or something. And then Hangadro. Cap only. Death 3, Glamour 2, Priest 2, and an extra air, earth, death, glamour. 10% for another one. And sacred. Okay. I mean, that... Yeah, I mean, that's certainly going to thug the shit out of stuff once you get some spell casting going. Research going. They also could cast with one of the Gossamer Veils or something. They can't... Yeah, if they get Glamour 3. No, if they get Glamour 3, they can cast Twilight in combat, which will buff all your Glamour mages by 1. And then that makes the Deeses a bit better. And the Van Jarl's better. Well, really, the Van Hurst better. Yeah. Not a great option for Storm, though. And Storm power. Like, we really... That's not really viable. I'm not sure about that. But... Yeah, I mean, probably what's going to happen with me is we're going to start, and by making a lot of Van Hearses as our research monkeys. And then we'll transition later to making Svartalfs in the capital. And they're just going to be Horde of Skeletons spammers for the big battles. And then I can also, if I want, have a Hangwadro with 3 Glamour, use Twilight to bump Van Hearses up to 2, and then you can do Despair spam or something. Interesting lineup. Units, we have a Surf Warrior. Quite cheap. Quite average. 6 protection. Yeesh. 12 defense. 8 morale. They have length 3 spears. 13 pierce. Yep. Huskarls. There you go. That's better. Quite a bit more expensive, though. 25 gold, 10 resource, 21 recruitments for these guys. 13 hit points and 9 protection. 16 defense. 14 MR. 11 morale. They're glamored up. Stealthy. They got spears, 12 attack, 14 pierce, and javelins, 13 pierce. And they get nice shields, parry 4. Pretty solid outside of that protection value, but yeah. Huskarls with axes instead. Basically the same thing. They get 2 more protection thanks to scale mail. They also get 2 less defense, though. The axe does a lot more damage, 19 slashing compared to the spears. But, you know, there's trade-offs, there's decisions to make. Hard to say. I'd probably lean towards the spears in this case. But, I don't know. Then we have Herdmans. The Elite. Scale Auberks. 13 hit points, 13 protection, 17 defense, 14 MR, 12 morale. They're glamored. 17 slashing damage, broadswords at 13 attack. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty strong. Mounted Herdmans. So we got some, you know, decent cavalry here. They're glamored. 19 defense, 14 MR, 11 protection. Light lance and javelins. They do get shields. The horse is also glamored. Disease resistant. Only 4 protection though. Ouch. But 17 defense. Not bad. What's the speed on those bad boys? 30. Whew. Gonna race to the back line. Valkyrie. Cap only sacreds. Line with glamour. Spirit sight. Length 3 light lances. 17 defense, 12 protection, 13 hit points, 14 MR. Yeah, well, that's a pretty solid sacred. Magic armor is always nice. 118 years old. Yeah, not bad. I mean, the glamour is really gonna help in those those initial moments when they drop down. So if we can make those moments really impactful with the Bless, pretty good. And then the Hell Herding cap only sacred. So this is Sacred Cavalry. 11 protection, 19 defense, 14 MR, 13 morale, speed 30 as well. Glamored, Spirit Sights, Light Lances and Javelins. Mount is Sacred, Glamored, 4 protection still. That's something you're probably going to want to shore up. in some way. Okay, we can get Dwarves of the Cardinal Directions, the Compass, which are very high cast spells we usually don't get to. We can summon Valkyries, which is interesting. Summon Great Bears. We can summon Draug. Interesting. 30 hit points, 15 protection, 14 defense, 14 MR, 17 morale. They're amphibious, fear aura, cold resistant, poison resistant, and a chill 3 aura. 20 slashing damage broadswords. Damn. If I can get these guys going, although the chill aura is kind of annoying. And the Jotun Wolf, which we have experienced before and thought was really damn powerful. So we know that. But nature access is going to be very difficult to summon them. Okay. Glance at national spells. Awaken Draugr. Death 2, 12 death gems gives you 4 of those Draugr. I wouldn't say that's extremely extremely positive ratio. They're good. They're damn good, but yeah, I don't know how many death gems we're actually going to have. And then the Brood of Garm for the Jotun Wolves. That's a more pleasant ratio considering they're sacred. 10 for 5 of them, but getting nature gems will be tricky without a pretender that can actually just start site searching. Valkyries, 1 air gem in combat gets you 7 Valkyries. Interesting. 3 air, 1 death. Who has access to that? Nobody. I mean, I guess the Van Jarls, if they use Storm Power, can cast it. Which I suppose is... Yeah, that's an avenue I suppose you could take. So you'd have... 1 guy... with maybe like Storm in a bottle, so he could upcast and cast Storm. Everyone else casts Storm Power and then uses Bag of Wind to just cast Valkyries. And then everyone fucking gets... They all spawn 7 Valkyries. Yeah, 7 Valkyries. Which is not bad. I mean, that could stack up pretty quickly. But they're not going to be blessed, that's the problem. So you'd have to hold off on the blessing for a moment, but you could do that. Heck, you could time that, probably. Vanilla nations don't get a whole lot of national spells most of the time. That is very much a modded thing, by and large. And it's one of my favorite parts of modded nations. Okay, well, I mean, the Scales easy Dumbo option here is obviously just make a shit ton of Herdmen and a shit ton of like Hell Herding with a pretty good Bless, and then that's it. Or Valkyrie. I would say either one is kind of an option. Like the Herdman is really good, right? 13 protection, 17 defense in early age. And they're glamored. And they have 17 slashing damage with shields. It's pretty strong. Where our weakness is, obviously, is we don't have any ranged. So unless I'm going to go and buy, like, indie archers or something, which you could do... Yeah, I mean, I guess. What else are you going to do? You could have mounted herdmen. Because you could get a lot more of these, although they are also quite expensive. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, a line of herdmen, and then a pack of hell herdings with a strong bless, assaulting the shit out of the rear. That would probably be the standard army. But... I guess, yeah. If you pick Van Jarls or Deeses, Van Jarls are level 2 priests. That's really nice when the commander is also a priest and also sacred. So he can just bless all the Hellherdings. That's what I probably lean towards as a strat. I'd probably, yeah, I don't know. They're not super offensively strong, though. So as much as I lean towards like a defensive bless, especially for the mount, they're not super strong, and they don't have any like AoE shit. They don't have Fear Aura. They don't have any of that. So I feel like you need a bit of a complicated bless here. You can always just go quickness, though. That would help Valkyries and Hellherdings just slaughter stuff. Alright, let's look at the guide, because I do like the guide. So EA Helheim. Difficulty average. He's got a couple major bless pretenders, a rainbow pretender, and a scales pretender. Yep. Svartalf, Earth Buff, Crafter, Skelespam, Caster, Dees, Flying Valkyrie Leader, and Corpse Construct Summoner. Corpse Construct. That's a new one. Corpse Construct? Is that, Corpse Man Construction? I've never used... I've looked over the... I've just... What is a Corpse Man? Corpse Construct. Let's see here. They've got 25 hit points, 0 protection, 4 MR, 50 morale, 5 defense, 13 damage fist, length 0, attack 7. Resist cold, poison, shock. They're poor amphibian undead, need not eat, mindless. Why would you want these? Oh, they have overcharged. Anyone striking in melee risks getting affected by the high energy running through the construct. Okay. That... I've never... I don't know. Okay. Van Jarl, Thug, and Air Spellcaster. Hellherding, Good Glamored, Cavalry Sacred with 19 defense Spirit Sights. Valkyrie, Mobile, Glamored, Sacred, but only 1 attack to attack rear mages. Herdman, Good Glamored Infantry. Storm Demon Summon, excellent flying ethereal demon with 10 lightning bolts and storm power, even better with buffs. Storm Demon? I didn't see that anywhere. What are you talking about? I don't have storm demons. Did they remove that? Seems like it's not in here. Early game. Use expansion parties of a Van Hurst and 5 Hellherdings. Put them as far back as possible on hold and attack while the Van Hurst blesses 2 times and then air shields himself. After starting the first fort, recruit Van Jarls and a Svartalf for forging and to research construction to craft quills. Recruit indie mages for cheaper research and site search after construction, and blood for Sabbath / reinvigoration. Blood. Blah, blah. Recruit mostly Hangadros in the capital and some Svartalfar. Blah, 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 blah. Thugs are your Van Jarls with a brand plus Vine Shield. Most important tool for Helheim to win wars is constant raiding via stealth and flying, as well as thugged Van Jarls to take valuable provinces and counter raid with Cloud Trapeze. Seeking arrows can take out important human-sized commanders. Dis can summon Corpseman constructs that serve as decent chaff when buffed with Fog and Marble Warriors and get more efficient with a Lightning Rod. Construction, +3 constructs. Or a Staff of Storms, blah, 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 storms. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Blood, Storm Demons. Yeah, Blood 2, Air 2. It's one of the best summons in the game. That's if they have a Bloodthorn? Van Jarls? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I guess they used to have Air 2, Blood 1, Holy 2. They now got split into Death and Glamour, so that's no longer relevant. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me look at his... So his Scales build is an Imprisoned Frostfather, Air, Water, Blood, Shock Resistance, Swiftness, 2 defense skill, Blood Surge. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly very reliable. It's a budget bless. His major bless with an Awake Monolith, Fire and Shock Resistance, Twist Fate, Bark Skin. Yeah, again, for the mounts, I would imagine. Or a Dormant Idol of Man with Moral? Oh, Morale, yeah. Fire resistance or attack skill, shock resistance, or swift, bark skin, blood surge. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think we're gonna go fairly basic with this, you know, like I usually do. Where we want scales and we want like a decent sort of working man's bless. So for scales, Keeper of the Bridge gives order. There's multiple growth options, I suppose. We're gonna want probably blood. Blood Surge is just really good. And also probably we want Bark Skin. Great Mother. New Magic Pass costs 60. 60. This gives us Earth, though, which is kind of nice. 60. 60. They're all going to be 60. That's assuming I need an extra bump, which I guess I really don't. In which case, yeah, we could just take one of the little guys. Yeah, we could take one of the little guys. Or we could take fucking Odin, I suppose. He gets a price reduction. But he doesn't get blood. And we don't have many options for blood. So, probably gonna have to buy into that no matter what. Unless we want to take the Fountain of Blood. But I'm probably cool with the Frostfather, Imprisoned Frostfather. We're gonna want probably at least Dominion 5, this. We could take Cold 2 to get us even more, maybe Magic 2. We want Blood 4. What did I say? We want Bark Skin? That's kind of hefty, isn't it? Nature 6. We're gonna want Blood Surge. Probably more defense skill. Sort of never goes out of style, does it? Yeah, 5 air. You can make the air booster, and I can grab... Oh, I don't know. Resilient or Strong Vitae? Guess I'll just grab Strong Vitae. Yeah, I mean, we could take a stronger bless than that. We could take more Dominion than that. Like, if I tank something else. Usually it's Fortune, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, I mean, we might struggle with research. Fuck it, we're gonna be boring. Frode. All praise Frode. We're using standard settings, and away we go. I wanted to try to move this along relatively quickly. We can get into the meat of it. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't seem like super complicated nation. All right, we are in the northwestern corner. Next to a throne, of course. Right. So he recommended expansion parties of a Van Hers and 5 Hell Herdings. Van Hers. That's the basic bitch one. Yep, and that's kind of our research monkey anyways. And we can get 4 of those. And then I can also start making some Birdmans. For research, yeah, construction 3 gets us quills, which is probably exactly what we want. So I'm on board with that plan. What else are we gonna do? What else do we... Well, I mean, enchantment 5 is always a strong option. I guess I like remote searching. But it's mostly going to be death and glamour, except for auspex. I don't know if I want to go all the way down thaumaturgy just for that. So I suppose get conjuration... Get alteration... No, get enchantment 2 at least, and then maybe conjuration 3. We'll see from there. What are we playing with? We got Pangea, Agartha, Kailasa, Lanka, and Toxandria. Great. Toxic. All right. I feel like we can probably take this with this starting army. Okay, that one's a little tougher. That has elephant riders. Oh man, none of these are appealing options. Shit, why is this a river? Okay, well then we might include the other guys. Pretty iffy on this strat. We'll see how it goes. If we lose them all, it's not the end of the world. 3 riders without mounts made their way back home. Great. Fuck, that's a lot. Fuck, that's a lot. We went right into him instead of going to the rear. Alright, well, we did that at least. Yeah, we lost 3 mounts, 6 surf warriors. It worked out. May as well search here from while we have a moment. What the fuck kind of map is this? I thought this was a no man's land. I hope this is just a lake. Or I'm gonna be real upset. Hey, found Sky Split Oak and a Canyon of Wild Winds. What more do you want? I want money, actually. I have no money at all. It's great. It's a great life. Okay, well, you know, we have Pax. Now, he advised this for Dominions 5, and it's important to remember that 6 has a much stronger independent Pax than 5 did. And so what worked in 5 is not necessarily going to work today. So we're going to cast air sheet. No, cast. Oh yeah, I forgot to bless these guys. What did he recommend? It bless twice and then air shield. Okay. I can abide by such a thing. Oh, probably. Well, no, okay, yeah. So if you do guard commander, they'll actually be a bit behind you if you're the same speed. Whereas if you do hold an attack and then you do 2 actions and attack, your commander will be a bit behind them, which is what we want. Hey, Jaguar Tribe Priest, level 1 Priest. And there's a chance for some other shit. Because we have the Better Indies mod. 2 units have lost their mounts, have deserted or died on their way. But we did win. Problem is our bless is not super strong. Yeah, Blood Surge and defense +2, but 21 defense is pretty good. Oh, the elephants. That's right. We were worried about that. Okay, well that's gonna be inevitable, I suppose. Okay. 6 mounts died, but none of the actual riders. But, that being said, we don't have much to go off of now. I mean, maybe one could do it. Yeah, one could probably do this. And I guess it doesn't have to be 5. We could send 6. We're not doing guard. Okay, I guess this is a lake. Just, that's kind of weird. But, you know. I'm gonna keep losing mounts, because I don't have bark skin yet. There's no accounting for that. But you win, you know? Like, yeah, we keep losing mounts. It's not as good as it could be with like Black Lord or Black Knights or something, but it is what it is. I don't think it's really a strategy we want to employ much though. Like, we want mainly herdmans. Our bless is not strong. So instead of that, let's just go with herdmans and just kind of get a shit ton of them out for now. I guess you could search, and we could send you out to search. See if we can't get a bit more gems scrounged up. Trying to get a lot of air gems for quills here. Canyon of Wild Winds and Misfortune. I'm gonna search. You will start forging quills monthly. +7 research ability is pretty nice. You know, 2 of those is like better than an extra mage. Okay, starting to get respectable here. I think if we throw these guys, and he can bless twice. Actually, it's our prophet. He can do a big bless. Oh, he doesn't have to be on him. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Forge of Echoes. +1 glamour gem. Money is a problem forever. We mostly took like swamps. Yep, we lost 3 more horses, but they did get 32 kills, so it's... Yeah. Oh, found fucking iron mine. Damn, that's a lot of resources out of that place. Too bad I don't have any money. Alright, we have found Lanka. Nope, not that way. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, maybe the Valkyries would be better. I mean, the mounts wouldn't die. They would probably just die. But they do have the glamour. They would have 19 defense, blood surge. They'd probably do pretty well, but I don't know. I guess it's worth a test. Just want a lot of herdmans. You heard me? Good. Hell herdings must be doing all right. Sniping commanders, because I don't know. Must be doing all right. All right, I do want to take this, but I'm not sure if I want to take it with what I got. But I guess that's pretty similar. This would be big money, though. Big pop of money. Alright, we are in the lead for provinces, followed shortly by Toxandria. Quite toxic. Now, the fact that all of my mages can do like 75 leadership is pretty strong. After Conjuration 3. That's a good question. Probably Evocation, I guess, if we want to use air mages at all, or if we want to get Spartalfs going. Yeah, they can do death Horde of Skeletons spam or Earth buffs. Yeah, I mean, the Van Jarls, if we want to get a light thug going, they need personal mist form. And they get the fucking horrible visage, I think it's called. Horrible visage. Dread +5 aura. But that's 2 glamour. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know what you thug... Yeah, I don't know what you're casting on them to really thug them out. Not much. I think it's more just that they're sacred, glamored cab with 22 defense already that get personal mist form, and you can throw a Frostbrand and a Vine Shield on. But again, the fucking Vine Shield, I wish you wouldn't bring that up, because I gotta get a Nature Mage that can do Nature 2. I mean, I probably should start getting some labs out here just to... But I also probably should get a Palisade going. I should get money going. Remember money? I don't think I picked a research. Alright, we lost a little bit. Oh, we got a lightless lantern. So it taints you. You're likely to get horror marked, but plus 12 research is pretty big for this point. Alright, so research. Yeah, I mean, fucking Horde of Skeletons is hard to beat. I don't know. Just get stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with Helheim. Well, this was big money, and we are going to want a fort here. So, I guess we'll start clearing. Barbarians are pretty painful, though. I gotta start freeing up some money, I think. We're up to 165 research a month. We're not quite at the top, because we rarely are, but we're pretty high up. So I think I'm just going to chill it on the mage for a second. Until we... I can start getting these guys. Alright, yeah, no problem. The Hell Herdings are carrying the day. No. Just have one of you fly out there. All right. Let's roll out. I only handled 2 squads. But that's fine. Ooh, can't do lines. That's less fine. That is less fine by far. All right, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Let's clear out the rest of this circle for him. No. Construct Palisade, good, good. All right, nice and conflict-free, we like that. Just getting plenty of research going. Everything's kosher. Very good, very good. We like that. And Agartha's here. Right, I forgot they existed. Okay. Well, I guess let's throw some PD on this thing just in case. And really, really hope that this isn't his only way out. Because if he has no other option, he will just go to war. We know that. Alright, so we lost one Valkyrie on this. Let's watch this. So yeah, I got 19 defense now. 14 hit points, blood surge. Come on, at least land. Alright, nice. With blood surge, 16 attacks, 17 damage, 20 defense. Pretty nice. Butchering commanders, no problem. Easy. Not quite sure where one died, but that's fine. And there we lost another horse, 3 more surf warriors. Okay, he did go out in the ocean because he's got little pale one bastards. It's all amphibious, I'm pretty sure. Pale ones. Yeah, even as... Yeah, they're all amphibious. So he's fine. He doesn't need to go to war with me. He's just gonna do his thing. Alright, this one's a bit too tough for me at the moment. Also, we have Pangea down here. I could try to take this. It's gonna be a little painful, but... taking it before he does. It's kind of nice. Alright, he's down here. I'm not sure why I was allowed to see that, but... sure. And then we have a throne here. 70 units, heavy infantry, heavy cav. Is this suicide? I'm willing to risk this, because if I can get a throne this early, baby, we can write our own ticket. Alright, let's... You're gonna cool it on the Owl Quill for the moment. Go here and build a lab so I can start getting... Oh no, go... You're never gonna find one that has more than one recruitment point out the gate. So that's always the problem. These guys have an F to researcher 4. Yeah. Yeah, and then these guys require the lab and temple and also have 4, but are sacred if that really mattered to you. So no, I guess just go with these guys. Now it says 5. I don't know what to think. Go here. It says 4. That says 5. Lion Tribe Witch Doctor. What the hell? Oh, because they're in double magic. Right. Well, good. That'll help. Okay, we're gonna see how this turn goes. It's gonna be bloody. Messages have arrived from Pangea. They declare war on us. Let's see how this throne battle goes. Is it actually 70? It's not far off. What the hell? Did this he already get the... Oh, there's a lot of mages. Alright, don't fucking... Yes, good. Good. We just gotta kill the mages. Come on in. Okay, we routed the heavy cat. No, they just came to help. fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, that's bad. Oh, fuck. So we got... Oh, no. Nope, nope. Herdman did it. Excellent. So we lost 3 Hallardings, 10 of our Valkyries, 10 Herdmen. But we got it. Took a fucking throne. And we took that. Nice. We are now at war with Pangaea. I think I'll build a fort right here, actually. I'm gonna PD this up. I'm gonna build here. And I'm gonna take this from you. We'll see how you feel about that, asshole. At the same time, he's also my prophet. So maybe I should just get him to this throne as fast as we can. So that he can claim it and we, you know, do all that. Lanka's here. We could also build a palisade right here. It's not super good, but it is nice to have it as a defensive option. It's all 3 of these, you know, they have to go through here. So it's just, even if it wasn't a throne, it's kind of a nice defensive place to prevent access to my inner circle. Alright, I'm just going to construct a palisade here then. And you're going to construct a lab here. There's Toxandria, very far from me, good. Alright, so we got 1 throne there, we got a 2nd throne here. We have a 3rd throne. Well, we don't know yet. I think I've seen other thrones, but it's a great mystery. Hey, here's a couple thrones right next to Toxandria. That's toxic, man. And we're gonna build a palisade, and you're probably just gonna die as soon as he tries to take this. Alright, I'm not going down like that. I could send him back, but fuck it, I want a lot of PD here. Damn it! So, utterly waste of basically, like, 1,700 gold. I mean, sure, I killed 74 of his units. I wouldn't have made that trade-off if you offered me the option, though. I would have just brought my other guys back. Fucking hell, Pangaea. And now he took it. It's always something. No, we already got a palisade here. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's good. Can get a decent amount of herdmen out of this. Probably gonna want more temples. Yep. I should send people out to make temples. We're floundering again. I am about to get enchantment. 5 already. So these Svartalfs could all be horde of skeletons spamming for me. I mean, what's the number I'm gonna need to actually, like, solo with skeleton spam? Yeah, he's just gonna run rampant, like all up in here, because we keep moving our army away. But I don't want to fight him. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Whittle him down some more. Well, the Spartalfs can also all twice born, which is pretty smart. Yeah. I wasted that money a bit. He's got his sacreds. 39 kills. But he did lose 7 of them. What? I don't know his blessing. He hasn't blessed these things? Okay. Let's see here. Hold an attack rear, hold an attack close. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Pangea, why do you do these things to me? Also, Agartha lost this spot to 40 troglodytes, which is pretty fun. I'm sure he'll beat it, though. Yeah, we need to make units. What am I doing? Make them some Svartalfs. It's a battle in Dunheim. We lost. What the heck? What? Did I set it to sneak? I set it to fucking sneak. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate stealthy commanders because I do that all the time. I don't want to stealth and then pop up. I just want to pop up. Flamethrone of Ascension. We got a fort here. Yeah, I can't really recruit shit out of here. Yep. Yep. I know. Okay, took Soaked Earth. And we lost 2 Valkyries, but they did well. And just keep running ram shot all over my entire back line here. This is why key choke points like that are so important. How does he have just so many units all the time forever? Oh my god. They all hire mercenaries just relentlessly because they have so much money. I can't stop them, man. I can't stop these white centaurs. Surely I know they're blessed now, yeah. Magic weapon, blood surge, fortitude. Oh my God. Fortitude? Fortitude isn't incarnate only? Is this what you're telling me? Fortitude. Pure/blunt resistant. That's definitely incarnate only, so I'm not sure why it's not saying that. Unless he gets to cheat completely. But that is a pretty disgusting bless. I mean, it's not like obscene or anything, but it's not good. No wonder we're having so much trouble. And he's just gonna keep running wild on me. No, don't do that. They probably should start, like, getting thugs going, right? Van Jarl thugs? But I'm gonna need water or fire for brands. Unless there's a lightning brand. I don't think there is. There's the frost brand. There's a lightning spear, but that's not the same. I think there's like a... There's a different kind of brand, I thought. The shadow brand. Yeah, Death Earth. But that's... Yeah, I suppose. It's not mentioned that often. So how often do you have Death Earth? But we specifically do have Death Earth. But that's construction 7, man. Before I get that shit online. Should be probably bringing out the Horde of Skeleton spam. But we just gotta win these little wars, and then things will get back to normal. Good. PD finally did its job. And then we lost that one. We killed 2 white centaurs. We had 56 herdmen and 18 Valkyrie. And this white centaur probably just rushed down my Van Hearse and slaughtered her. This is rough as hell, man. Yeah, this is really just not going well. This is a very early, quick war for me that I just can't stop his bless without probably a Horde of Skeleton spam. I mean, that is almost certainly the answer. Okay, we got that finally. Good, good, good. And we're diseased. That's great. Do we think we can horde of skeletons spam down this throne? At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything, so, sure. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, God, he's got another 210 here? What the fuck, man? Okay, that's good. And that's good. Yep, that was flawless. Wasn't I attacking? Oh. Right. Okay, sure. Well, now we got another one to add onto the pile. You get enough horde of skeletons, you just can't lose. Well, no, there's a bunch of shit there. Go pick it up. Alright, it's really just Pangea that's been all the way up my ass. Blanca still hasn't even taken this. Agartha's just chilling. So, yeah, thanks, pal. Alright, let's see the power of Horde of Skeletons on display. Yep, that's skeletons. That's getting to be a horde for sure. Yeah, that's quite a few. Oh god. Ow. And that's probably not going to be enough. Nope, not at all. Alright. And Sonria, we did manage to take. Good, good. Yada, yada. Yada, 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 yada. Sure, we can actually get... Oh, we need a temple here. Okay, build a temple then. Should have been doing that a while ago. Okay, we have 58 units here. So we'll send you out with another pack. Yeah, we'll get better commanders at some point. They can do lines, but not at the moment. Good enough. Sure, sure, sure. He attacked Sonria, but we fended him off there. How is the army size looking now? Oh, good. He's still basically on top and has not suffered in the slightest. Awesome. This is going to go swimmingly. He's being besieged by troglodytes. Okay, that does help. That helps. We like that. All right. And it's like, yeah, I know that the stealth aspect is valuable, but I'm fairly certain it's mostly valuable in multiplayer, not against AI who know all of my movements regardless. I do think, however, that I should keep building temples. So I'm gonna move you out to just keep building temples. Death +3. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I've got a disease. Oh my god. Okay, does that not work? Control Shift click, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, move and patrol. I don't know. It said move patrol at some point, but now he's not saying that, so I don't know. And you will build a temple. Our god arrived. We got attacked. He got fucking completely butchered in Cloudcap Spires. Holy shit. That was impressive. I didn't even realize I didn't have PD there. Alright, let's stay on the offensive, I suppose. Alright, Frode. Well, I have a lot of death gems and a lot of air gems, if there was something you could do with that. I can increase my coastal province income by 25%. So I can get 25 extra gold per turn out of this place. Hot damn. Where's all my death shit? Can I have some powerful death stuff? Oh, you don't have death. You've got nature, air, water. Air. Surely there's Springhawks, right? Yeah, 5. Okay, go for 5. We'll get the rest of that later. You should probably, though... Haru specs? Yes, Haru specs for nature. Also, he can make a Frostbrand and a Vine Shield, which I could do right now, but we need more nature gems and water gems. Go figure. Oh, maybe you should just fucking... Yeah, maybe he should just auto-search. He'll find a lot of what we care about rather than step by step by step with remotes on all 3. Alright. Agartha declares war on me. We won the battle in Mark. That's good. We got attacked in the Soaked Earth and lost it. And we got attacked in Cloudcap Spires and lost it. And then there was an event. A dog tried to kill a Spartalf. And we lost a Vanhurst to disease. Oh boy, I think that I'm done here, man. Look at this. Led by a huge ancient lord. I'm fucked. I can't handle this many wars. I got no money. I got no prospects. Like, we're fucked. This did not work out in my favor. Like, I don't think the nation's bad. But I'm just not... It's weird. What does the wiki say about EA Helheim? Helheim is an elf nation that can Skella spam. Definitely not as aggressively overpowered as its parent nation, but possesses a wider diversity in magic with its mastery of death. Right. Yeah, so they used to have blood, and they could perform blood sacrifices. They took that out completely. Um... Yeah, fuck. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have just invested in these and just did javelin spam and spears and like just had hundreds of them. But I mean, the herdmen are pretty good, and it would be nice, I guess, to have them on top. But it's just, you know, when you're dealing with low numbers in the early game. That's kind of the point of the economy, is you build up more and more of your bigger units rather than just, well, this is my biggest unit, I'm gonna build 4 of them a turn. I mean, we did get to turn 34, but it was just like, yeah, and we took a throne. That was a crazy part. But yeah, too many fuck ups, and just like, I'm not quite sure. Alternatively, I could just take a stronger bless. Sleeper Helheim build. Helheim is almost always played with a full imprisoned rainbow pretender and is expected to win the game or die trying without any expectation of ever doing research. What? Everyone knows only a classic Helheim, the one with the stupid good elf cavalry. It's going to stomp whatever you throw at it, take all your stuff in one turn. Hell Herdings are so good you may be surprised on considering just how light you can go on your build and still be strong enough to keep would-be attackers second guessing. Obviously, this is all multiplayer advice. Yeah, I could see going Awake Expander or Awake Pretender with Bark Skin and relying heavily on the Hell Herdings is not a bad idea either. We'd have to tank our scales quite a bit to make that happen, but that's an alternative. I think the real problem here is that just nothing here excites me. You know? And I think that's just like when you start playing a lot of modded nations that do a lot of unique mechanics and unique units and stuff, and then you go back to the vanilla ones, and it's a lot of just like, okay, here's your cavalry, here's your sacred infantry, here's your crossbowmen. You know, there's just a lot of sameness across many of these nations. Here's your death 2 caster that can spam Horde of Skeletons. There's a little variety here. We do get Valkyries, which are somewhat unique. And the fact that we're all glamored is kind of interesting. But it seems like a nation that I would probably have more interest in for like multiplayer, with all the stealthiness, the glamour, the various options to kind of keep people guessing. But yeah, it's just now I'm debating, because it's like I guess we could start over and do another run and give it another shot, or I could just move on. And I feel like I made that big stink about there being a part 1 on this video, and now there's not gonna be. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Am I burning out on Dominions after a month straight? Or am I just burning out on like kind of samey, lame, early age vanilla nations? I don't know. I don't know. Because we just had a lot of fun with what did we just play? Oh, Lothric. But that was like a really overpowered nation. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's the I was saying to Lego. It's like, you can play a game, you play it with a nation you never played before, and you don't get into any wars, and you're just fighting independence and taking thrones, and you're like, man, this nation is phenomenal. Or you have games like this where you immediately get into a crushing war, and then halfway through that war, you get into another war, and it's just like, oh my god, this nation just can't handle it. And it's like, well, that's probably true for almost any nation, really. And it's, I always give up, but like, so many of these things are recoverable. It would be tough, but keep in mind, like, I'd probably lose a bunch of this territory. I'd probably lose Dunheim, but Agartha is probably going to go to war with Pangaea a bit, and Pangaea can't really get to me at that point without going through Agartha, so I'd just have to deal with Agartha, and blah, blah, blah. Things would die down, but it's annoying. We'd have to send out NAPs, and I should just immediately send out NAPs to all these nations as soon as I see them. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're probably just throw in the towel here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think in general I'm really a big fan of like the elf nations. Like, generally whenever I play one of these elf like nations, like Valheim, or I don't know, what's another one that's kind of similar to this that I've played? Well, there's Valheim Middle Age as well. And then there's, I think, Midgard is... Yeah, Midgard Late Age is similar to that as well. I also kind of roll, like... I don't think Man is one. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just... Yeah, there's a lot of nations that are just like, here's our heavy infantry, here's our crossbowmen, here's our cavalry. And it's like tough to really strongly differentiate them. And again, I think that's where modded nations, they're a lot less balanced. Yes, I'm aware. But they do experiment a lot more with all sorts of different mechanics and themes and things like that. Yeah, Helheim, Valheim, Tirnanog, Femoria, Valheim, Middle Age, Ariu. Yeah, all those kind of nations, just like, I don't know, man. Like Earlier at least was more unique and interesting, right? Hard to say. Hard to say. I do think part of it is that I am inevitably getting a bit burnt out on just like the core Dominion 6 experience against AI. Because I've been playing just so fucking much. I'm sure if I stopped completely right now and came back in a year, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, Dominion's Helheim, yeah, let's do it, So it is what it is. I don't want to hate on Helheim too much. But I also am like, I don't want to stop playing Dominions. So we'll just see what the next roll brings us. There's gonna be other stuff. And it's just always the fact of like playing against AI and just getting a bunch of wars declared on you is very demoralizing. Because there's just like fucking, like, you can't talk to this person or anything. You can't just be like, hey bro, like, why are you doing this, man? Please don't. Let's be cool. No, just fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. But it's like I always say, like, I can't blame them. I was in a weakened position. My army was out of place, and I'm at a different war. It's like, why wouldn't he attack with this massive army? But anyways, I think we'll leave it off there. No part 2. Damn it. All right. But at least my time was correct. My name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6 with Helheim, and I'll see you fine folks around.